Good afternoon, children. In this lesson number 11, that is our solar system, so far we have read about sun. We also came to know about solar family, then solar energy, the energy which we get from sun, that is known as solar energy. Then we also read about the importance of sun, how solar cookers, solar geysers, they all work with solar energy. Then we read about the planets, 8 planets, their 2 movements, rotation and revolution. These are the 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Then one by one we read about all the planets in detail. Then this changes of seasons also we have read. How life is possible only on Earth, that also we saw. Then we read about terrestrial planets also, as well as Jovian planets, gaseous planets. These 2 activities also we have done. Then the satellites. Satellites are of 2 types: natural satellite and artificial satellites. Then the phases of moon also. The Earth's natural satellite is moon, and in that phases of moon also we read, children. Then keywords we have discussed. A, B, C parts also we have done. In my previous class I gave you the answers of D part, and today it's turn to read the answers of E part. I will give you PDF, but before that you just learn the answers. You just see where these answers are written in your book, and then you write it in your science notebook. Either you can submit this science notebook in a school campus or on our WhatsApp group. You see, first question is, how is the sun useful to us? Children, we all know sun is very important for all of us. Without sun, we cannot imagine our life for any single day. Recently in Chhath Puja you have seen, we people worship sun god. So here in E first answer, first of all you will write, sun is useful to us in the following ways. And there are many points which you can write in this answer. Take out the first page of this lesson. In this it is written about sun. Here it is written, page number 109. You take out. Here what you will write? Third paragraph. You can write, first point, the sun is essential for growth and maintenance of all forms of life on the earth. Second point, what you can write? All living beings, whether plants or animals, depend on the sun for their food. Third point you can write, plants make their food in the presence of sunlight. All other animals get their food directly or indirectly from plants. And the fourth point, what you can write? We can get, or we get solar energy from sun. And solar energy is used in many ways. In which type of ways? Solar cookers, solar geysers, etc. Now second question you see. What is second question? Second question is, second question we are talking about, and that is second question. Name the terrestrial planets. Why are they so called? Children, we all know there are 8 planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. We all know first 4 planets. Which are first 4 planets? Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. They are called terrestrial planets. Why they are called terrestrial planets? This is also the second part of answer of this question. Because they are made up of rocks and metals. Mostly rocks and metals are there. Here the answer is, for this answer you just take out page number Yes, here you see it is written Mercury, Venus and Mars have structures similar to that of the Earth. This is on page number 113. It is written Mercury, Venus and Mars have structures similar to that of the Earth. These planets are mostly made up of rocks and metals. Means what we will write, children? Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are known as terrestrial planets because they are made up of rocks and metals. Then next question is third question you see. State the conditions necessary for existence of life on a planet. We all know, children, life exists only on Earth. There are 8 planets, but life exists only on Earth, and that's why Earth is also called a unique planet, one of its own kind. Unique means one of its own kind. And why Earth is known as unique planet? Because life exists only on Earth. Now the point is, which are the conditions why life exists only on Earth? So in this answer we will write, because of the following conditions life exists only on Earth. And what are those conditions? There are 3 conditions which we have to write. These conditions are, first point is presence of atmosphere. Children, in our previous lesson, in air, this answer is given on page number 112. In our previous lesson, in the air, in lesson air, we have read that we human beings and animals, we all need oxygen gas to breathe, and plants need carbon dioxide gas. Means air is needed by plants also as well as animals also, and that atmosphere is present on Earth. That's why life is possible here. Then the second point is presence of liquid water on the surface. Water we all use in the liquid form mostly. Other planets are either too close to sun means they are very hot, or too far to sun means they are very cold. Water is not there. Without water, can you imagine your life? No. Jal hi jeevan hai. Save water, save earth. If we save water, then only our earth will be saved. So this water, liquid water, is present on the surface of the earth, and that's why life is possible on earth. Then the third point is right size and right distance from the sun. That enables it to receive just the correct amount of solar energy. Means I told you, just now I told you, other planets are either too close to sun. Too close to sun means they are very hot. We cannot live there. Or very far away from sun. Those planets which are very far away from sun, they are too cold. So in that cold condition also life is not possible. Only Earth is at appropriate distance, right size and right distance from the sun, and that enables it to receive just the correct amount of solar energy, and that's why life is possible on Earth. So the third answer is these 3 conditions we can write: presence of atmosphere, presence of liquid water on the surface, and then right size and right distance from the sun that enables it to receive just the correct amount of solar energy. Now come to fourth question. What is fourth question? Here you see fourth question is, why do we observe phases of moon? Children, you must have seen, someday we see there is no moon, then a little lines, then gradually this line increases, then comes to half moon, and after 15 days it comes to full moon day, that is Purnima. Then again it starts decreasing. After 8 days it comes to half position, and after 15 days again there is no moon day, that is Amavasya. So we observe this phases of moon. But the question is, why do we observe phases of moon? And here the answer is on page number 116. We all observe that the everyday shape and size of the moon appears to change gradually. And that is why, that only we have to write. We can write, this is because of the changes in the relative position of the earth and moon with respect to sun. On page number 116, in this second paragraph, second line, we can write, we observe phases of moon because of the changes in the relative position of the earth and the moon with respect to sun. Understood? So this is the answer of E fourth. Now come to E fifth. That is the last question of this lesson. State two uses to which artificial satellites are being put. Children, we all know satellites are of two types, natural satellite and artificial satellites. Why these artificial satellites are being put? That we have to see. State two uses to which artificial satellites are being put. They are formed to perform different types of functions. Here artificial satellite is written. You see what is written on page number 116. Artificial satellites are man-made objects which can be made to revolve around the earth. And then we can write why they are put. We can write artificial satellites are put to perform many functions such as, first function, first point you can write, they are used in communication for transmitting radio, telephone and television signals. Then second we can write, they are also used for weather forecasting and remote sensing. We can write one more point is given. If it is being asked for 3 marks, then you can write this point also. Artificial satellites are also being used to collect information about the other planets and the stars. So this is the answer of last question. In our previous class, children, we have discussed these value based questions in which one story was written about class 5 students. We have discussed. Now today we have to do something to do. You see what is written in something to do. Make your own scrapbook of solar system by collecting data about sizes, distances, temperature, etc. of its members. We all know solar system. Who are in solar system? Sun, then the 8 planets, their satellites, asteroids, they all are in solar systems. So this is only for something to do. No need to do it in science notebook, but to develop your interest, you can gather the information from your elder brother, sister, or from internet, or from newspaper, or from any magazine, and you can make this a scrapbook. Second is, observe the moon continuously for several nights. Every day at night, you just come out of your house and then you observe the moon. Make a sketch of moon every night. Means someday, children, you will see there is no moon. It means no sketch that day. Next day, a little line. Then gradually this line will increase. After 8 days, this line will comes to the position of half. Then after 15 days, it will become full moon day. That day you will draw full moon. Then again it will be decreasing. Try to find the time interval between full moon and new moon. So you have to find the time interval. Means how many days? After how many days full moon and new moon takes place? New moon is no moon day, Amavasya. And full moon is Purnima, when we see the full moon. So generally this time is 15 days. You can observe it and you can write it. Then try to make a model of the sun, earth and moon that shows the earth orbiting the sun and the moon moving around the earth. This model of solar systems, children, you can make it We all know earth moves around the sun and moon moves around the earth. So this model with the orbit, you can write it. You can make this model. Then one riddle is given. Riddle means that is Paheli. Try to make riddles on planets. One example is given. I am a planet very close to the sun. I appear to be a tiny planet which is very hot. I have no moons, but I orbit the sun very fast. Can you guess my name? Mercury. Mercury is a tiny planet. It is very close to sun. It is very hot, and we all know Mercury has no moon. And it orbits very fast because its orbit is very small. It is nearest to the sun. So its orbit is very small and it moves very fastly around the sun. Like this, children, you can make riddle on our earth also. I am a blue planet. My position is third to sun and life exists only on me. So who am I? What you can write? Earth. On Venus also you can make. I have a very thick atmosphere, although I am not closest to the sun, but I am very hot. I am the hottest planet. Who am I? What will be the answer? Venus. Then on Mars also you can make the riddle. I am just like Earth. My position is fourth. I am also known as red planets. Scientists are discovering water on me. Who am I? Then what you can write? You can write Mars. Then on Jupiter, which type of riddle you can make? I am the largest planet. My position is fifth. So, who am I? I am Jupiter. Next on Saturn you can make. I have beautiful rings around me. My position is sixth. Who am I? I am Saturn. Then like this, Uranus or Neptune also you can make it. This is for your fun, to create interest in this lesson, that you can do. No need to do it in your science notebook. So children, this lesson is completed. Now only one lesson is left. Your homework for today is, you have to write the answers of E part. You will write where? In your science notebook, where you will submit either on our WhatsApp group or in school campus. That's all for today. Goodbye and thank you.